With every bit of increased wisdom, stronger instincts are born.
Acknowledgement of one's true self is the most critical task in achieving happiness.
Try not to think in absolutes, such as always or never. They so often lead to self-betrayal.
I've always gotten the best results when I use my heart to navigate me to my destination and then use my head to navigate once I get there.
You're never going to meet anyone who has all the answers. The best you can do is surround yourself by those who have all of the questions.
Attempting to deceive your heart is always a losing battle.
Being relatable isn't necessarily the same as being respectable.
No one can take your happiness from you unless you give them permission to do so.
Friendships with the clearest boundaries seem to have the longest lifespans.
When we determine the path that is best for us, all we need to do is keep moving forward.
Beware of people who are angered by logic.
Context is often the best journalist in the room.
The more complex an individual is, the more difficult it may be for others to relate to them.
Creativity is like a muscle. It has to be regularly exercised in order to work to its fullest potential.
Whenever we initiate a blind conversation with a new person, we're opening the door to endless possibilities.
There's quite a difference between two friends and two people who have known each other's names for a long time.
Depression dies whenever someone falls in love with life again.
Whenever we find ourselves spending time on a new venture, it's important to ask ourselves, is this enriching my life, and how?
It's very important to understand the difference between behavior that is understandable and behavior that's acceptable.
New relationships are great. They always seem so much more well-designed than the ones that preceded them.
It's always wise to be mindful of when our emotions cloud out our intelligence.
Common sense is truly an interesting concept. No two people have ever fully agreed on its definition.
The most beautiful world would be one where everyone teaches their young how to be the people they weren't quite brave enough to be, themselves.
Empathy is the most powerful tool of the educator.
The most economically valuable skill has always been the same: getting people to fall into formation.
Being clever helps you get your foot in the door. Being confident helps in keeping you there.
Where logic and compassion meet is the birthplace of human progress.
The details of our memories always reveal our personal priorities.
The more things you do, the more things you will know.
The worst habit ever acquired is learned helplessness.
Respectful honesty is the key to communication.
The less selfish one is, the easier it is for them to learn.
Mindset is a tremendously powerful tool. It's the one thing that when changed alters everything else in our lives.
With each new year, we are given a bit more wisdom than was with us in the year before it.